Can't
That's
tell
fucking dude. That's my crewmate's new emote, man.
Is
He
that a
pisses me off.
Waluigi hat?
Dude, it's a Mario hat because he plays Purple Mario.
I like Purple Mario.
Yeah, that's supposed to be him. Like he's he's a fool.
Oh, is that Hakaru?
Yeah, it's so ugly.
That's kind of ridiculous.
That's
I'll-
great.
Okay. We're back live, guys.
Some goof troop.
Yeah.
Now can you hear me? Please be able to hear me.
That's right. It looks like fucking Pete from Goof Troop, bro.
Yeah, I think
All right, we're good. So, we're gonna start all over. Well, from everything I said at least. You guys did your intros. So we have our new system. It's the hashtag system, and basically what that means is any questions you have, instead of asking them in the chat, you're gonna ask them on Twitter using the S4R hashtag. Since our first time doing that, if you ask us a question using the S4R hashtag, you're automatically entered in a giveaway for a $20 Nintendo eShop card. And Cloud was just announced, so I know what you guys are going to do with that. So,
Easy money.
easy money, baby. Ask those questions. Anyways, dude, we're just getting all different emos in this chat right now. All right, we'll get right into it. Cloud was announced yesterday. That was incredible. What did you guys think about the reveal?
So tell me how I'm at my job yesterday, because I was at work until 6. So 5, I'm at my job, headphones on, like 10 people in the office, yelling. Literally yelling. I'm like, what? Everyone's looking at me like, what is that? What's going on? Like, I didn't care. I lost my shit. I didn't even like Final Fantasy 7, and I still lost my shit. That's how
exactly. You have to be excited, like even if you don't love the game. Like the trailer was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
I took my break at work, ran to my car, and was like, "Oh my god!" Punching my steering wheel, going crazy, which is why I broke down.
I was watching it with I was watching direct with my crew and I was with my stream too, and then I didn't expect it. That's the best part because we've been getting spoiled each time a new character's coming out, and it really sucks. But this one, they finally got me. They started with the stars. I'm like, oh, is Wolf really back? I was about to be so upset. And then you just see the Smash Brothers X Final Fantasy Cloud. I started flipping the hell out. I was going crazy in my room, and I'm not even like too deep into the Final Fantasy series, but because like he's able to bring an iconic character like that into a game full of other iconic characters, it was perfect to me. I was very happy that it happened.
That's how I felt too. I mean, I'm not a Final Fantasy fan myself, but I still it was surreal to see it, and I kind of went nuts. And even though he looks so cool, it's such a big deal that he's in that I almost feel like not worthy of using him. I know how much people love this character, and how much he means to people, and it's I'm gonna let you guys do you and use him because I don't deserve it. I never played his games or anything. That's honestly that's how big a deal he is. What's that?
Everyone wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the Cloud hype, man. I just can't wait to buy him whenever
Yeah.
he comes out.
What were the
Definitely.
other characters? Like $5?
Characters are
Left
usually
thing.
around like 7, 8.
Gentlemen.
I thought they were $3.99 or something. Maybe I'm wrong. That's expensive. Yeah, I think they're
I'll pay
$4.99.
anything, honestly.
Yeah, me too. I don't.
At this point,
Yo,
I'm seeing
Smash
that.
report, what the fuck, nigga? It's like, mature audiences.
HR Nut, ladies and gentlemen. HR Nut.
Is this mature audience?
All relevant.
HR no, he used Snake. I remember him.
Yeah.
He's a brawl player, man. I in my top 10 brawl videos I used to do, I featured him in one of them. He probably doesn't even know.
God.
History, baby. I just came to bring your food.
Anyways, on to our next topic. The December Direct that's coming up. Sakurai did announce also that in December we're getting a Smash dedicated presentation, and those brawl music going on in the background. So
Let's
who knows?
go.
Who knows what that means? I'm sure in the cat. I know you want Ice Climbers in there.
I mean, yeah, I'd like him back. But dude,
Oh, boo. Boo.
I heard this might be the last Smash Direct or update or
Yes.
something.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's been over a year
it's
now.
the last Smash Direct. So it doesn't
Okay.
mean doesn't mean they're not going to support the game. It just means that this is going to be the last one that they're doing for direct to video.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. I'm hyped. Let's go. I can't even tell you.
See that later.
I can't. I can't tell you what's actually going to be in that direct. None of us can. But the one thing I'm pretty sure there's going to be new characters. That
Yeah.
has to happen.
Yeah.
And Cloud release date. That's all I can really tell from right now. Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, new characters for sure. I think we got to see that. I think Cloud will be out by then, if not released
You think
like
so?
on that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, on that day, that's what I would predict too.
Which would be awesome. It'd be like, we could at least get something new that day too, and balance patches. But
Oh man.
those just make me nervous. I don't like those.
I mean, as a Zersu player, I would be nervous.
Every time, dude. Every time I'm just sweating, and then like it passes, and I'm like, all right, I'm good for a few more months.
All right, so number 1, Boo Ice Climbers. Number 2, Boo Wolf.
No.
I
Wolf
want
is cool.
so bad. Please.
Number 3, Cloud in December would be pretty great. Well, some delays this year, they might actually do it. Like, whatever the big games didn't pushed off, like, they might actually do it. I'd be surprised.
I've said that.
Maybe,
I
I think we need, like, 3 characters out of the ballot. Maybe.
Mhm.
I'm thinking 3. I don't think it'd be many more than
I
that.
think 3 sounds good.
Yeah.
It's also what they data mine to find like they have 3 character slots without
Oh,
any
really?
names on them.
Well, Cloud's one. If that's actually real,
Yeah,
I don't trust in that stuff. It's like they could add more character slots with no problem
Yeah,
as the characters come, and I'm sure they haven't been developed yet because the ballot results just came in. So I don't really read into that too much. But I think 3 is an appropriate number. I mean, any more than that, and everyone will be blown away, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
It's hard to talk about the December direct because they're always leaving us on like super cliffhangers. Like you don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
yeah, it's true. It's always. It looks like Keith just disconnected for a second, so he'll be back in.
There's like basically no point of guessing anymore, like who's gonna be in this game, because every one of these announcements has completely shocked us, except for like the leaks with Ryu. We sort of knew about that already, but like when Lucas was announced, he wasn't leaked or anything like that beforehand.
hmm
I don't
Yeah.
think anyone was expecting him to be in the game, and that was awesome.
It's like Nakat said. I mean, like this was the first one that they just completely caught us off guard with because there's no leaks or anything, and like
Yeah,
it just
dude,
felt
they
so much
didn't-
better.
They didn't mess up.
Yeah.
At all. No data mining. You could not find out who the character was. And I'm
Nothing.
happy. I'm happy.
Imagine seeing Ryu like in that same way. I would have
Exactly.
gone even more crazy, I think.
Exactly. But people suck, and
Yep.
so they're gonna spoil things, and that's just
Yeah.
gonna be that.
Yeah, Shofu had a tweet where he was like, man, like after experiencing this, he's like retroactively mad at like the leakers from before, and like I
Yeah.
agree with him 100%. Like I wasn't that mad before, but after experiencing this, I'm like, oh, that could have been such an amazing reveal.
Well, I mean, now that they're covering their tracks, I don't really expect any more leaks to get out now. Now we're just in for the long haul, man. I
Right.
don't know, dude. Next direct might be Master Chief coming to the game, man.
Dude, I was actually thinking about that earlier today. I was like, I would
Master
love
Chief,
that.
Crash Bandicoot, all these guys.
we need
Everyone's got a
we
shot.
need an Xbox rep, right?
Oh,
Yo,
dude.
Shrek.
Spyro for Smash.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Spy-
Spyro would actually
If people really
get
wanted
some,
Spyro,
get
they
some
would-
ideas.
Yep. You can't count anything out anymore.
Spyro would be
Lawless
alright.
world.
I'll be okay with Spyro.
Spyro would be pretty dope, actually.
Did we lose Keith completely, man?
He was back for a second, I think. He can just rejoin the call.
Yeah.
When he logs back in.
Well, anyway, we'll keep going. No problem. He'll be back when
Okay.
he's back. Genesis 3.
Yep.
This is a topic every week.
Yeah, but the
Well,
closer we get, the more important it becomes.
That's true.
This is gonna be. I mean, I haven't been this excited for a Smash tournament yet. It's gonna be wild. It's probably gonna break records for at least Melee as far as entrants. We're already over 1,000 for Melee and over 500 for Smash 4.
Yeah.
It is, which makes sense. It is we know Smash 4 has seen better numbers than Melee at some events and worse at others. This is a storied Melee national. That's what it's known for. So makes sense. In the same light as Big House, that it's gonna
That's
have
fine
more.
though. We might not have as many numbers as Melee, but the competition, in my eyes, is going to be a lot more difficult than any Smash 4 major or like any Melee tournament to date at the moment. The competition for Smash 4, with all the international presence coming, all the people, everybody from America being there, this is going to be the tournament to top 8. This is going to be a part of history.
Yes, I
Really
mean,
great
like,
point there. You're right.
when you, like I was thinking, I've had my for those of you guys who know, I've had my my 33rd curse at nationals, and I'm like, man, I don't know if this is gonna be the national where I break that because on top of all the amazing like players in North America, we have looks like over 10 players from Japan, 10 of their best, 5 or 6 from Mexico, who we've learned has an amazingly powerful scene, and it's there's just not a lot of room to be getting in top 32. It's gonna be
Yeah.
difficult.
It's just it's gonna be a blind, like, we know how good our people are, but in comparison to the other people internationally, it's just exciting to find out, how they stack up to us or how we stack up to them, the rest of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
So
All of our
let's
questions
find
are going
out.
to be answered. Like, how good is really like Leo and Hyuga and all those guys? Like, how are they going to actually stack up against our players? Because we've only gone to these people. They haven't, foreigners have not come to us and competed in like just one giant tournament, which this basically is.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait, man. I think we'll be back for a Genesis 4. It seems to be the theme, man. Smash 4 goes to a new major or something. They try it out, see how it does. We do amazing. Our top 8s are always hype. The game's coming back. So Genesis 3 is going to be like, I think it's going to be the most entertaining one to date, honestly.
right. And honestly, I'm so proud of like you said how when Smash 4 first came out, we were under a lot of adversity. Like people were bashing the game. Apex didn't have a great top 8, but I'm so proud of how the community rallied, just consistently putting on amazing shows at every national and really just stealing the spotlight. Um,
I
and
actually feel like we have stolen the spotlight a bunch of times already.
yes, really, like we've had, in my opinion, I don't want to, these aren't fighting words. We've had a better showing than Melee, as far as top 8 goes, at almost every recent national. Um,
Especially MLG.
MLG definitely, Big House.
But the thing about MLG is I won't really count that too much because Melee's actual their best players weren't even present.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so that was an easy one. That was a freebie.
Paragon, Evo, you keep going. It's just like, damn, man, these top 8s are getting more crazy. You have new players breaking out into top 8s. It's just wild, man. It's so
Right.
wild. You don't know what's gonna happen. For all I know, man, me gun. Nah, I'm lying. Me Gunner's not doing anything. But a Lucas out of nowhere might break out and make top 8, and people sleep on these characters, man.
Pink Fresh is
People
getting
sleep
so
on
good, man, and he's gonna be there. So watch
All
out.
right. Nice, nice. I can't wait, man. Genesis 3 is going to be the tournament that everybody needs to go to. Literally, all you guys in the chat, sign up for Genesis and go if you can. It's going to be worth it.
And do it now because on December 1st, the venue fee raises from it's like 40 or it's like 60 now to 100. So
Oh, yeah, that's not happening.
yeah, get your registration in now because it's going to be
Yep.
harder later, and it's going to be the tournament to go to. Please don't miss it.
I think with singles and doubles entrance, it's like, is it 60 or 80 or something like that? So even more. Oh my god. Yeah, enter now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do what you got to do, man. Starve yourself,
Right?
store your lunch money, do what you got to do, but be there. Um, so we talk about some of those names coming in. We have Ranai, Komorikari, Abadango, QB, aka 9B, Umeki, Earth, Nakat. Who of those guys do you think do you kind of fear? Not fear, but you think is gonna make the biggest splash when it comes to Genesis?
Probably 9B. 9B because of there's not a good Ryu's at that level are actually very low. We have Trella, 6WX, Mr. R when he decides to go Ryu, and 9B. That's 4. So a lot of people don't have practice versus that. And actually, I think the person runner up to him that will make the biggest impact will be Renai because America has no idea how to deal with a villager on that level. And that's going to be the crazy thing, honestly. Sonic, I think Komodo Kitty will have a harder time here. And who's the other person? I think Earth will have a hard time dealing with Tri-State because of our experience versus Nairo's Dark Pit, things like that. But other than that, the 2 wild cards that I think will perform the best are going to be QB and Renai. But that's from Japan. Now Mexico, I don't know everybody that's coming from there, but I do know Leo is coming. And while Meta Knight is starting to become a more prominent character in the American scene, there's no Meta Knight, in my opinion, that's on his level or has his mastery of the character. And so we're going to really get to see just how good Meta Knight is in an American setting, because we've been sending nothing but Sheik over for him to fight.
Yeah,
A character
sure.
that's doing very well versus Meta Knight's doing very well versus Sheik, but we haven't thrown out any of our wild cards. Like, when has he fought a Ness? We haven't seen him fight Elliot's Mario. Like, there's so many things we have out here at top level that he has yet to face, and so I'm very hyped for Leo to be able to perform in America, and I hope he's able to get his visa issues sorted out and be able to make it.
I'm happy he's coming. That's great news. I didn't know he was coming.
Ooh.
Yo, lower that. Lower that. Lower
You're
that.
a
GDX,
robot.
you gotta get back. Apparently, he's calling it from his phone because the internet died.
Oh my
But
Oh, yeah, okay, I just saw it.
the audio is not okay.
You're a straight robot, like from a synth from Fallout. If anyone's playing that.
Push it. That too loud?
You're so loud.
It's loud, but a little better.
All right, I just can't talk. I have to talk like quietly to myself, but it's good to you guys. All right, that's done.
Oh yeah,
I'll talk like this.
that's yeah. That volume is okay. I'm with you on a lot of aspects, Nakat. As far as we mentioned with the international players, I think Leo is the most exciting because we haven't seen him play anybody that we can relate to except for Mr. R. But as far as the Japanese scene goes, I think Komorikuri is actually going to be one of the scariest, and that's mainly because I've never seen a Sonic that looks even remotely similar to his. All of our North American Sonics, they kind of, I don't want to say they're similar because the static manifold is a little bit different from the 6WX fold, but we haven't seen one in the light of Komorikuri, or even close in my opinion. So I think he's going to really, really be making some noise. And the other ones, I think, Renai, because we don't have any villagers that, in my opinion, are even close to his level.
Yeah. Who are the villagers? Who are the top villagers here?
It's really just
Figure out
MJG and SS are the
Yeah,
two.
Yeah,
like,
that's-
that's it. That's two, and they're not comparable to Renai in my eyes.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, no disrespect
Yeah,
to them, they're just not on the level. That's all.
Yeah, no disrespect at all.
That'd be
MJG
serious.
probably being the closest.
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed. And that's no disrespect to MJG. He's a monster. I mean, the guy's even going back to Brawl. The guy he's a absolute beast. But Renai is just,
And he beat Nairo.
he did beat Nairo at that at the pre-Big House tournament.
Yeah.
But when I watch Renai, his option coverage, his edge guarding, it's unparalleled from anything I've seen in this game so far. And he has a character that caters to that, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
Next level. Next level.
Absolutely next level. I can't wait to see it. So that's Genesis. Again, make sure you guys go to that tournament. It's going to be amazing. So
Don't pay $100. Do it now.
yeah, that's the other thing. And so with that, we'll slide into a quick discussion on what happened at Tipped Off. So anyone want to start on that? What do you guys think about that tournament?
was the
Let's
top
see.
eight for
Tipped
that?
off. Yeah, what was the top 8? Oh, let's talk about tipped off. Actually, without any bias, I got my son Acid. He's from Delaware, competes, in Xanadu sometimes. I'm just saying, my boy making moves, yo. I saw him fight Fatality. I'm not gonna talk any trash, but my man put in the hours real quick. Bam, got him out of here real quick. I was like, damn, man. I was watching that match. I was just yelling at my computer, yo. Everybody in the house thought it was crazy, but it's fine. That was so hyped to see him just 2-0 Fatality like that. After he came off a strong performance at Smash the Record, where he also got top 8 there. I had to sun him there, but it's all good. But he beat well there. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
My
that
boy was putting in some work. I was so happy, and then he almost beat Scats. Now, almost isn't the win, but Scats is sort of. I think he's lost to Scats maybe 3 or 2 times now. Got to break that demon, man. But he almost took him out. Almost. Acid's getting really good, and I feel like that was more so of his breakout tournament aside from everything else.
Yeah, he played pretty well. I felt like that tournament was more along the lines of like the breakout star rather than like Zero winning. It was like Zero, like with no Nairo there, I expected Zero just to handle that pretty
Definitely.
convincingly. So
Definitely.
even though Easton was there, I was like, he's gonna be ready yet.
each time they fight, the matches become much more convincingly in Zero's favor. And
Yeah.
so, as much as I want ESAM's Pikachu to do well versus Zero, it's just, it's Sheik. I think the Sheik Pikachu matchup, there's some quirks in it that are actually being discovered in the Sheik favor of things, and it's going to be a
Really?
little bit more hard. Yeah. I mean, last time I fought Zero, I don't even want to talk about that. I could have took it.
Was that at SmashCon or after?
It was MLG.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
Somebody-
yeah, I remember that.
Each time I
Could've
fight
been
him, I've been
somebody.
getting closer and closer. But me and Zero train together all the time now, so I learned a lot about fighting Sheik with Pikachu. And there are just some things like F tilt is becoming a real big issue in the matchup for Pikachu, in my opinion. And as the time progresses, Sheik just has the tools to continue to push the meta in terms of her matchups. It's getting harder, and Zero's getting better. We're all getting better, but ESAM is starting to have a little bit of a struggle in terms of fighting Zero. And I think that's where him going Yoshi made a lot more sense. Try something unorthodox in that Zero probably doesn't expect Yoshi, because Yoshi's a character that isn't well represented in our meta. He's a good character, but can you give me the best results a Yoshi has ever gotten? When has a Yoshi ever made top 8?
Yep.
Or it's really lackluster. And so someone as smart as ESAM picking the character, you never know where things might be able to go. He might figure out something about the Yoshi Sheik matchup that the others haven't yet. And so I wish him the best in that regard.
He was doing work with Yoshi in teams too. Holy crap!
Definitely.
Him and MVD, good lord, he had like 5 kills one game. I was like, bro, stop. Please.
It's definitely fun to see as Yoshi, and it's I don't know. Is it the best we've seen? I know.
I personally have fought the all the Yoshis at the moment. I think it's Sky, and then it's probably ESAM. I think Sky's the best Yoshi personally, but that's me.
No, every time I watch Sky, I walk away extremely impressed. His Yoshi is no joke at all. It's really good. I agree. I haven't played it.
I'll see the Genesis maybe. I haven't seen it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Sam is definitely a believer in Yoshi, and he always hypes up Yoshi as like he really believes that he's like a top tier.
Mhm.
Which, if you're just going off results, it doesn't seem like it's true. But I mean, if you have a top player pushing for that character, and plus others too saying that it's good, I mean,
It's
I
good
don't
to.
know. The results aren't there.
I mean, he's the first proven top player who's actually put time into the character.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see, and hopefully we're gonna see what the character's actually capable of. Is he, he's been that character since the beginning of the metagame, where people are saying he has the tools to be top 10, but we haven't seen results, and maybe we'll start to see that if ESAM leans more in his
I have
favor.
him like in my top 15 at the moment, but that's it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like 10 to 15, I would say.
Honestly, I just feel
It's
like
so hard to tier list for this game. It's so balanced at the top.
Yeah,
It's
true.
ridiculous.
It's very close.
like 3 to 12 are all
Yeah,
they're
God.
close together. It's insane.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just feel like most Yoshi players so far just aren't like very smart because because the character benefits so greatly from just like hitting buttons, and you can win so many Yoshi matches just hitting buttons. It's like a lot of Yoshis haven't had to use critical thinking very often, so it's like we don't know what the character can really do yet. Cause like I don't know, when I see some people like starting to like all these create setups with Yoshi like Isam, we'll see more of that hopefully. Cause like so far most Yoshis I see are just like face on the controller, and it works because it's Yoshi. Like Yoshi can do that, but Luigi can do that. It's just like it's face gate. So hopefully Isam starts a trend of more thinking Yoshis, and like I can start seeing what the character can actually do.
So you think ESAM coming from a perspective of a character who requires, in your opinion, more thought is going to allow him to play Yoshi at like an expanded level?
Yeah, but you can't just hit buttons with Pikachu and win. Like,
Mhm.
no, you can't do that. You can do it with Yoshi. You can do it with Luigi. You do some other
I think
characters.
it's like
too.
that. It's exaggeration, but I get where you're coming from.
Maybe not even Luigi anymore.
Yeah, maybe not so much anymore, but definitely Yoshi. I mean, I've seen some things, man. I've seen some things.
We do have the top 8 from Tipped Off up here. Zero first, ESAM second, Vinny third, then at Scat fourth. Our fifths are MVD and Wizrobe, and our sevenths are Reflex and Acid. But yeah, shout out to Acid. He's the homie, and he's such a beast. And everyone kind of wrote him off. Fatality's the one, whatever. But no, he really is a monster, and he has been since the beginning of the game. So I was really proud and happy to see him put in that
Well,
work.
shout out to my son Wizrobe getting top 8 in both games.
Yeah,
Right. Damn.
I wish I could have won Melee, but still.
Wizzy's a monster, man.
He was
Yeah, he
about
did
to
very
lose
well.
to
That was
J-Rubes,
impressive.
too. I watched the J-Rubes Wizrobe matchup. It was pretty close.
Yeah, and I actually, Wizrobe, like, early on in Smash 4, I was not impressed with him. I thought his Sheik was super basic, but he has stepped it up, and you can tell he's really, like, labbing the game and putting in work. So it's fun to watch him, actually.
I always love seeing Melee and Smash 4 players. Like, when you're both, like, I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
It helps everyone
speaking
out.
Esam getting top 8 in all 3 events, Project
That's
M,
crazy.
Smash 4, and Melee. That's how you know.
Strong.
I've always said it. The guy's the genius of this game. He really is. It's absolutely, like...
When he had to play the Moon in Winners, and I was like, all right, that's it. Like, he's just not good. And then he won. I was like, what? How's even possible?
Hey, Esam's low-key good at Melee, man.
He seems to always pull out, like at every Melee tournament, he seems to always pull out like a shocking win. It's really cool.
He's low-key good at the game, man.
He is.
Just saying.
Fun to watch.
You could, like, not even enter Melee, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you can enter, whatever.
I mean, he was on that Mayam top 100.
Oh, yeah, he
I
was.
think he was like
Mhm.
70 or something like that. And I mean, yeah, for his standards in Brawl and Smash 4, that's nothing crazy. But to be a top 5 player in both those games and also a top 70 player in Melee, that's actually insane.
He puts in work.
So Scat with the top 8. What do you guys think about Mega Man?
I think Mega
He's
Man
solo Mega Man, right?
is yeah. I
Okay.
think Mega Man is god. Well, I won't say godlike. I think he's a good character. But I think Scats is pushing his meta as far as he can, and Scats is, in my eyes, the best Mega Man. Like,
Yeah,
period.
for sure.
Mhm.
He's the best Mega Man, and with 2 top 8 performances back to back, he's riding that momentum, man. I want to continue to see him do well. I had to actually fight him in winners finals of our pool at MLG.
Who did you go?
I went Fox.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to use speed and just combo him to hell.
Yeah,
That's
rush him down.
yeah, that was my goal, and it worked.
Yep.
I have
Good
not
job.
seen many Mega Man. I've seen, well, yeah, we have Scat. Zuko plays Mega Man. Who's
Yeah.
pretty good, but who else even plays Mega Man? Ninja Link. There we go.
We used to have Seabrick, but he's Meta Knight now.
Yep.
I'm not surprised.
No one's repping that character.
Yeah, like Scats is probably the sole survivor that is pushing
Everyone who
Mega
left
Man.
the character.
Yeah, but even like on Twitter, I see anti bashing Mega Man a lot. I don't think Mega Man's a bad character. I think he's like definitely top 15 material. But he's just intensive. Like he's not a pickup and play. You have to lab Mega Man if you want to be successful with him. And each time I fight Scats, this dude has new tricks.
Yes.
That's gonna carry him very, very, very far.
Mega Man only got me Sagat actually like not easy to play, but has the tools to win.
Yeah.
But in the same regard, I don't think he's as good as Sagat. I think he's still like a little above mediocre as a character. I think, but
Okay.
he still can beat anyone. He has the tools to beat any matchup. At the same time, him as a character, I don't think it's that.
I think he gets blown out by Sheik, man.
Yeah.
Oof.
His
Yeah.
only losses were Esam and Vinny.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I read a Scat interview on Smash Board that Smash Caps did, and he really like feels that the character is very strong. He says besides Sheik, he thinks he has like several winning matchups among the top tiers, which is
Yeah.
it just says. I mean,
He thinks Mega Man beats Ness. I disagree. So I think next time I fight him, I'll go Ness so we can test it out.
try to change his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, that's that. Well, within the other top 8 players at the tipped off, I don't even know what to say. Honestly, I can't think of them actually. So do you have a list?
Yeah, the list is actually the stream can see it right now. I'm sharing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
yes.
surprising names are Scat. I don't want to surprise, but Scat, Wizrobe, Reflex, Acid are the ones who you don't normally see. The others are Zero, Esam, Vinny, and MVD.
Actually, speaking on MVD hasn't even been in top 32 for a while now. Getting knocked out before.
Big House
He-
33rd, yeah.
Yeah, he drowned in pools. I think like twice now at 2 majors. Very uncharacteristic of him. We know MVD does normally do well, so I'm glad to see him actually come back. It tipped off strong and prove everybody wrong. Getting that top 8, showing that people are human, man, and I feel like people forget this.
Yeah.
Like there are outside factors that
definitely.
can definitely tear a person apart and not have them ready to compete, or simply people can lose. At the end of the day, you can't just look at somebody that has 2 bad tournaments and you're like, oh, yo, they fell off, man, they suck now. That's not fair. It's
Yeah.
like you don't make any sense by saying that. And so I was in that situation, and to see people like giving MVD shit makes me upset because I feel like people aren't fair. And the best way to fight statements like that is to just go out, do your best, play your hardest, and results speak for themselves. My boy got top 8. Good job, MVD.
And even when you
Yep.
look at like his 33rd placement at Big House, Coco was an uncharacteristic loss, but in losers he lost to 0. So
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's like
we need to stop looking at just numbers and like, oh, 33rd, you suck. No, I
There's
mean,
always context
Mhm.
to a match,
yeah.
especially like in his case.
Hmm.
Let's see. Where did Reflex get at MLG? Because he got
got
second.
yeah, he definitely got top 8 there. I
Yeah.
forgot what
Yeah.
place he actually got.
Reflex, dude, he's like he was using Pokemon Trainer and Wario in Brawl, but that's kind of why nobody heard about him. He was using a bad character. He did sort of switch over to Wario a little more later, but the guy is a very very talented player, and he's definitely pushing the Wario meta right now. That character though, I just worry how much he can do if he doesn't get a waft. Um,
hmm
it's What do you guys think about that? Do you think without it he's still a good solid character, or do his matches depend on landing that waft?
I
Like if you
feel
see
like
matches where he uses the waft prematurely, premature waftulation, then he just doesn't get the kill.
I think it heavily affects Wario if Waft doesn't, play a role in the matchup. Waft is like it's a mentally scarring move because even if it's not used, the simple fact that it's a threat and that if you screw up, mistime anything, use a move with a lot of lag, anything, you'll die. And it's that simple, especially with it being buffed in this game. So Wario is already it's a mental battle fighting that character from the get-go, and that can scare opponent into actually screwing up when they wouldn't have. So I think the waft definitely aids Wario whether he lands it or not. But if he misses it, that's a sigh of relief. That's like cooldown time where you can go in and really try to destroy him. But yeah, waft plays a significant part of Wario.
It's that feeling when you're playing a Wario, you have a stock lead, and you got him to 90, but then he takes your first stock, and all of a sudden you feel like you're losing. It's like
Yeah.
it's terrifying.
No, I mean you are losing. That's the way I see it. You are
Yeah.
losing.
Yeah.
I watched False firsthand go from 0 to death, and that's it. You're done. After winning, outplaying him the entire match, it took one little setup to death off the side at like 40 something. False would have been in the top 8, but Reflex was clutch and caught him with it, and you see Reflex got 5th. Did a great job at MLG, showing that character's potential. But you gotta watch out for the other Warios that are coming up. Tweak's Wario is very, very solid. Very solid. Don't forget about Abadango either.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wow.
He actually might still be the premier Wario, is Abadango. I should have mentioned that earlier, you're right.
It's funny.
Um,
He's like he's trying to be like more like a Batman Meta Knight player. He's like Wario. No, he doesn't feel too highly on Wario, but
That
Yeah.
guy plays every character at a high level.
Yeah.
that's
He
true. He did play every once.
Did he start as Wario? Or was
Um,
it Pac-Man?
but, well, he played Wario in Brawl,
Oh, okay,
Abadango
that's
did,
what I thought, yeah.
and I don't know. I think he underrates Pac-Man a little bit. I don't know, maybe. Every Pac-Man main swears the character's terrible. I hear it from Kool-Aid every day. He's like dying to like find a character and get better with him than he is with Pac-Man. But I mean, he has a nice stable, which is cool. He can always use the Pac-Man if needed. But he has the Rosalina, he has the Wario, he has the Meta Knight. He's got his matchups covered. I think is fair to say.
Yeah.
So I think is that enough of tipped off? Ready to move on?
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right, let's talk Smash Summit. Melee's was awesome to watch. You know, we're not Melee first people, but it was really really fun to watch. Really cool idea.
And the only part I watched was Kevin and SFAT win teams.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
That excited the hell out of me. Man.
Fellow
But other
CLB.
than that, I didn't really watch.
Mhm. I watched a lot of it, and it was a blast. And the whole time was just but all I could think the whole time was just, man, I wish we had a Smash 4 one. And
Dude.
we're hearing cries for it. Um,
I went to that house the first day zero of the summit.
really.
That house is beautiful, man. It's big. I was like on top of the mountains in California. I got to see the entirety of Los Angeles, all the lights and stuff. It was just gorgeous. But just the inside, it was a clean environment, very friendly. They had like food for everybody. It seemed like definitely something that people wanted to be a part of, and the atmosphere was very welcoming. As a Smash 4 player with a bunch of Melee, people, they didn't throw chairs at me or anything. They're actually very welcoming. It was a great experience, and I do hope Smash 4 gets it within time.
Yeah, and
They're pretty cool.
and it's cool. It's like it's a reward for the top players, and on top of that, it's a treat for the viewers as well because it's something different. Um, you don't often in a tournament setting get to look at players' personalities, but with all the players rotating in as commentators and just talking to their you get that banter between them. It's a chance for fans to get to know the players a little bit better, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the Pro Bowl of like Smash.
Right,
Yeah, that's a
exactly.
good point.
Except it has the biggest prize pool.
Yeah, except it means
Except it's the most important.
That was a lot of money.
Yeah, and we can thank the compendium for a lot of that. So I hope if Smash 4 gets in, we're able to raise money in a similar way and get a nice, because big prize pools bring hype, man. That's just how it is. And
people will go where the money is.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Definitely. Who would you guys like to see at a summit? Besides the obvious candidates, besides the Zeros and the Nairos. Nikat, you definitely are a front runner to get in. If not one of the invited players, you're one of the players who is very well known and also has a huge stream presence. I think you're almost a lock if they
Yeah,
did
you
one.
would be a lock. That's...
But
I have no Well, I can't say myself. It would just be a little weird if I said that. So yeah, I think it would happen though. I think the players with the LCS sponsors would get in.
yes, exactly.
Then you have just the other top players, and then more so, I think we know who's a shoe-in to get in. But let's talk about the people that would get invited potentially.
Yeah.
How many people did they invite?
I believe 6. Okay. So Zero, Nairo, Esam, Mr. R. Okay, so that's Mr. R is 4. DeBuzz, excuse me, yeah. Who would be that 6th?
They invited 10. So 10 guests.
Well, I thought they invited 6 and 10 got voted. Or is it backwards? Or do I have it backwards?
I was trying to talk about the people that got voted for. I said invited. I'm a fool. Yeah.
But yeah, that invited would be up to...
No, because what's guys like DeBuzz, if DeBuzz doesn't get invited, he's probably not getting voted in, which is a shame because people have their feelings about his play style and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
I think people that would get voted in are anti.
Yeah, those kind.
Anti without doing anything.
Anti MVD.
Ally.
Definitely Ally.
Yeah.
There's so many players. It
Yeah.
would be so.
Ally might get an invite. Actually, he might be one of the locks.
Yeah,
so.
it would be so hard. It's crazy.
Yeah, because
I think SS to get invited.
What's that?
I think SS to get invited, even though it's Villager.
SS, you think is it partly because of sponsorship or what is it? Why do you think that?
I feel like he's a up and coming hype player.
Larry, I think Larry would get voted in.
Oh yeah.
That's true. I just
Definitely
forget.
Larry.
I'm kind of a Larry fanboy. I'd give all my votes to him. He's so fun to watch.
Dude, it's so hard. We have so many great players. I think we should just. I'm gonna wait until we have a Smash 4.
Yeah.
Then we'll see how it goes.
I can't wait. If we do, it'd be awesome.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I think we get a shot. I don't see why not. Honestly, the Melee one was successful. We're showing that we're putting on, if anything, equally as good a show as others. So I think we've got a great shot at it.
We have a year's worth of history, and we're gonna just continue to build upon that for this new year.
We say years of history, but really, our history is tied very closely in with brawls, and when you look at like our players, the stories that are tied to them, they go back even further. So
Exactly.
it's really cool.
That 6 years of Brawl actually makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
Got a lot, man.
And now, for our next topic, our last topic before we switch to a Q&A, we're just gonna talk to Nikat. We're gonna blast him with some questions, and then after that, we'll open it to the Q&A. And I'm seeing a ton of questions coming in on the Twitter feed using the S4 hashtags. So thanks so much for that. Before we get to the this topic and the Q&A, I'll remind you guys one last time that if you tweet us a question using that S4R hashtag, we will answer it, and you're automatically entered in a giveaway for a $20 eShop card that we'll announce the winner of at the end of the stream. So ask your questions if you have them, guys. This is your last chance to get them in. So, Nikat, first thing I want to ask you is, well, we all want to congratulate you for sure on that CLG sponsorship. That's a huge deal, and it's always great to
Yeah, good
see
stuff.
LCS
Thank you.
teams picking
Thank
up
you.
players.
Gonna come up.
Mhm,
Thank you.
definitely. So, can you tell us a little bit about how you got into how this whole thing came to be?
Sure. They were having a Q&A on Reddit when they announced that Malixia was going to be our new CEO of CLG and Hotshot was going to move up to president. And, it was just a Q&A. So I was like, hey, Evo just finished. Let's see. Are they interested in Smash 4 players? So I messaged them I put a little comment asking that question, and I automatically got a response from the CEO saying, yeah, we're definitely interested in Super Smash Bros. 4 players. Contact Sammy at, CLG Gaming. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm going to do that. And then I did a lot more research into the team itself. And I was like, I see bits and pieces of personality traits of myself and what they stand for. I really like this team. So I'm going to try to join CLG. I want this. So through months and months of negotiation, I started talking to them like during SmashCon while I was at the event. And then
Wow.
I had a strong performance there. I got top 8. And I just continued after that. And it was just a continuing process of just talking, getting things situated in
So,
terms of
what event was that you mentioned with the top 8?
SmashCon.
SmashCon. Hmm.
I just, I gave them all my credentials and stuff. And I just continued to play and perform. And you keep my streaming up, social media. It's a process. Most people think, oh, yeah, man, you got to win every tournament and you're going to get sponsored. Incorrect. You could win.
Nope.
You could get first place at every single event, and it doesn't matter. If that's all you do, you're not marketable. You will not get sponsored just by winning everything.
I want to
You
say
have-
something. Our
Yeah, go for it.
prime example of that is Boss in our region, in MDVA. This guy wins every MDVA tournament. He is on the most viewed weekly tournament, getting first almost every single week, and he hasn't gotten approached by a major sponsor, and that's because he doesn't market himself. And it's a shame to see his talent go to waste like that.
Yep. You have to push, content. People need to get to know the play. Like, they have to get to know you as a person, not just, your wins and what you're doing in tournaments. Like, why does it matter if you win everything, but you're not giving back to the people that support you? And that's where streaming comes in. That's where content creation comes in. That's where, like, some of my videos, I have, like, really personal videos about things I've experienced in my life. And I share that with people because they get to know me more and I get to impact their lives as well. They look for that. They don't look for you to just win all the time. That's why people doubt it. They're like, yo, you know what I told you about MVD, how he got like 33rd or whatever, like he didn't make it at pools. There are 2 tournaments, CEO and Evo. I drowned at both of those tournaments in pools. I got 33rd twice in a row, and people are like, yo, man, the cat, yo, he fell off, yo, he's not even good. How'd he get sponsored? They literally erased everything I did before those tournaments and everything after. And it's, in my opinion, very naive, selfish, and arrogant to do that. And so I didn't let it affect me because that could have easily killed me wanting to compete, killed me wanting to pursue my dreams or anything. I just kept playing and I kept continuing on with what I was doing. And in the end, everything paid off because I feel like CLG was a natural fit. They love me to death as much as I love them. And I couldn't have asked to be a part of such a better organization, honestly.
Huh.
That's awesome.
It's interesting that both you approached them and that it was months of negotiation. I never knew how
Yeah,
long that process
that
actually
caught me
took.
off guard too. It's been going back since before SmashCon. That's
It's a
insane.
long time.
I
Um,
didn't not see that coming.
how big of a role, if any, did your relationship with Mr. Kevin Toy Pew Pew U play in
It didn't play
Oh,
anything.
none at all, really?
It didn't play anything. Like, I think Kevin one time like shot a message saying that, oh hey, you should look at Nakat, but he did that for other players too.
Hmm.
And so it was literally on me to present myself and everything that I could offer to the organization, as well as why I wanted to be a part of them so bad. Like I say Kevin tried, but it wasn't the determining factor at all. And me and Kevin just ended up being really great friends.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, it's very cool. I think that's the assumption that a lot of people are sort of making.
That's a really silly assumption because if
Hmm.
that was the case, SFAT would have been in CLG a
Yeah,
long
right?
time
Like,
ago.
Yeah, we'd see that before. That's true.
it's very good
Um,
input.
hmm.
I actually had a quick question.
Yeah, GDX, go for it.
So, first off, how did the Disney thing come about? Because that seems like the most random thing I've almost ever heard in my life. And how much do you think that was an effect for you getting the COG?
Disney came. I was going to probably get on my level in Canada, a tournament, and Steph, Pitch Zero, she
Mhm.
worked on the set for the show, assisting the director, and they wanted to have Smash Brothers on the show, and I was in the right place at the right time, and they told her to bring me in. And while I was, working with the kid and being filmed and stuff, I had such good synergy, and just I was a very good person. They decided, yo, man, we really like this guy, the CEO, and he's like, we gotta keep bringing him in. And so now I go all the time out there for filming. So I'm on the show. Even now, like it just hit America because it usually was just in Canada only. They're spamming the cat Disney in the chat. Yeah. It's now it's in America, season 1. Season 2 is gonna have all the Smash stuff. They already have some stuff on their YouTube channel that I've done with them. It's a blast. It's very fun. It's a great opportunity. And of course, being on Disney XD, that's super marketable. And this is what I'm saying. Like, you have to be marketable in other areas to get these sponsors. You can't win all the time. You can't. That's not going to do it. So I'd say that it definitely played a significant part, but then you have to think of everything else. I have results on top of great wins. I have a great personality, I guess. Like, a lot of people like me. Then I have
You're
my
right.
content. I have my
I guess you will.
yeah. I'm not trying to gas myself up, but I'm just, I guess, stating what other people say. Then I have YouTube, stream, Disney. That's like 5 selling points. It's like, why not? Here we go. We're gonna use him, and here I am.
So you think that how big do you think streaming has to do with the sponsorship? Because now Twitch is obviously like the central hub for pretty much any tournament wise.
Wait, repeat that question.
Basically, I'm saying like, how big do you think your Twitch came into effect when coming to the sponsorship? Like, because I know streaming is like the number one thing. So do you think that was the most influential thing?
Let's see. I think the streaming, it definitely plays. Yeah, it actually plays a big part in things because not only is it a measure of how popular you are and how big your audience is, but they're able to put their sponsors, their merchandise, things like that for people to see all the time. So how many people are going to be viewing all this stuff, consecutively? And if your stream is really big, that means they're always under the radar all the time, which is what they want, because at the end, it is a business. And so it definitely played a role. And I thank my fans, my subs, and even my viewers for being, with me for so long. I've been doing, I guess I call it professional streaming, whatever.
Yeah, no, it is.
I've been
Fun.
a part of the streaming career for a year now, actually, and I've been met with nothing but success so far. And they played a role. They played a role in me getting my sponsor. All those people, whether they realize it or not, and I love them for it.
Yeah, that's really cool, and it excites me to hear that answer, and I think it should excite everybody who has the same aspirations. because this isn't something that just accidentally fell into Nikat's lap, as you can see. He didn't, wake up and, hey, I'm sponsored. He made a very direct, conscientious effort to make all this happen. And not only did he, produce great results, and have a great stream and everything, but he leveraged those things, put them together, and turned it into something where he could get an even bigger goal from it. And that's really cool to hear.
Yep.
To switch gears a little bit, but still be talking to Nakat, I want to talk to you about tournament performances a little bit. When Smash 3DS first came out, you were kind of on the top of the hill in Tri-State. It was you and Nairo back and forth. And then when the Wii U came out, I'm not sure if it was right in the beginning, but you had that short period where your results dipped a little bit, and now it seems like they're trending back up. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? Is there any
Yeah. In terms of the beginning, the 3DS, yeah, man, I was going very, very, very hard. Um, I would consistently either win or get like top two. DeBuzz was beating us whenever he showed up, but I beat him before too. Like I beat him back, that was great. But me and Nairo had our thing, like our big rivalry, and I was always beating him, like always, always, always beating him. It was great. And then the Wii U came out, and the same thing happened again. I was continuing, I was on a rampage, and it was one of the Xanadu's, the one where no, it was a collision where I lost the false and got seventh, where things started to take a little bit of a turn, and I began being really critical of myself because I was performing so well. I set these expectations for myself, these crazy expectations, like I always had to win. And I kind of forgot the thing that I valued the most about myself is that no matter what happens, at the end of the day, I'll try my hardest. Instead, I kind of put myself in this position like, damn, I always have to win now. People are watching. And it sucked. And I shouldn't have done that. And it stemmed through the next tournament, Xanadu, where I had to fight False again, and I lost twice. And it was like, oh man, I don't know what's going on. I'm not used to this anymore, which I wasn't. And so I kept playing, and then, I was still performing well. I was still doing very well, beating people, the normal people. But then after Apex, where I got ninth, is when I was like, damn, dude, like I got ninth after all this work. I kept winning. I got ninth at this big major. This was so important to me. I had the chance of winning it in my eyes, and I was like, wow, I lost. I just blew it. So I was still being hard on myself. Then the customs debate came out. Oh my god, I was just dying from
You were
that.
definitely on one side of the fence from that. I remember what side you were on.
I was out, man. I was like, I can't do this, man. This is so annoying. I'm taking some time off. So I dipped for like 2 months from going to tournaments, and people were really questioning, "Yo, where did Nakat go? What happened? What happened?" And I came back, but I was so underwhelmed at myself because I came back and I shot myself in the foot because I wasn't accustomed to the custom meta. And I would go to tournaments. I'd still do well, but I had the high chance of getting janked out by something. And that would happen, and that was starting to, affect my results as well. And I was on the come up again. I was probably back to, not square one, but I'd say I was back to the middle ground where, I could still win tournaments, but it was a lot harder now. And I just pushed, I came back with a more positive attitude, the attitude that I'm known to have, and I just learned, and I started to fight my way back up. And it was working out until CEO and Evo, where I got those 233rds. Granted, no Johns, but I am a person. I'm not a machine that's going to win everything. And I had some really, really sad things in my life happening during those times, but for the fans, I went out and competed, and I lost. I performed about as what I thought I would perform under the emotional stress, but that actually shot my mindset a little bit too, because those 233rds at these two really big tournaments that were super important to me, I felt like I let down my fans, I let down myself, and I was back to being hard on myself. I was in my own head to the fact that SmashCon was the next major coming up right after Evo, and I didn't want to go because I didn't want a repeat of the same thing happening. Because granted, if I didn't do well at SmashCon, that was really going to hurt my mindset again. But I sat down and I really thought to myself that it doesn't need to end this way, or it doesn't have to go this way. And I know my skill. I know what I'm capable of doing. Let me go to SmashCon. the SmashCon where I almost took a game off zero. Performed very well, got top 8. I was happy with that. And then I just kept pushing. I was like, yeah, man, I need to keep going. I need to keep going, get back into the groove of things, and that's what I'm doing now. That's, I think, yeah, that's where I am in terms of my results at the moment.
And then
I
it got you to second. Was it second to STR?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me definitely bring that up. So I went to Smash the Record with the impression of this tournament's not gonna matter. It's just gonna be for fun, whatever. Then I got sponsored. That's when the announcement came out, and I was like, shit. I was like, all right, this is no longer fun anymore because for some reason, although I was winning all the time, when I had those 2 low performances, I got like 2 handfuls full of haters for whatever reason. And it's like, I felt bad because I always gave back to the community and tried to help lower level people, but then they're just people that would attack me and just disregard anything else that I did. So when Smash the Record was coming up, I had just got, I think, 17th at MLG, losing to 0 because I got underseeded, but I lost early, got 17th. And it's like, all right, damn, man. All right, Smash the Record. Let's go. I got sponsored. People actually made that tournament more serious than it actually was, which made it serious.
Yeah.
Like, I thought everybody was under the impression, we're just gonna have fun at this tournament. That's it, man. No, people wanted blood. Florida wanted blood.
Yeah, we did.
Day was like, Day was the ringleader. He's like, yo, whoever takes out Nairo and the cat, giving you $50. I'm like, come on, man, are you serious? And then, damn, dude. So I think like I breezed through my pool pretty easy, but then it came to bracket. I was like, all right, here we go. Like, I actually have to try really hard. And I beat everybody. I went to game 3 of Anti, and I beat him. And then I had to keep climbing. And I fought Acid. He got top 8 too at that tournament. And we play all the time, believe it or not. So the match did look a little one-sided, but I taught Acid, essentially. So, like, he's like my little, like,
your
my
son.
student. Yeah, that's my son. So when I had to fight him, I was like, I'm pretty sure I know how this is going to go. I won't rule him out of beating me, but Pikachu is really stupid, especially against Falcon, so I pretty much have the match on lock.
That matchup
then-
was nuts, yeah.
I came to fighting Nairo, and for some, like, I felt the hunger that I had at the beginning of the game resurface because I wanted to beat Nairo. I just got sponsored by CLG. This is Counter Logic Gaming and Team Liquid fighting in Smash 4 for the very first time. It would be amazing if I beat Nairo again because people were used to that back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And so I fought him, and I 3-0'd him.
You used Pikachu?
I used Ness.
Nice.
That was amazing, by the way.
Oh yeah, because you use Ness. That's right. And I wanted to ask, why not Pikachu?
I'm not as good at that matchup as I am with Ness, especially in regards to like ESAM. I'm watching his Pikachu now to learn more about Pikachu versus Zero Suit, but Ness seemed like the best option because I was most knowledgeable
More
in
comfortable.
that matchup. And I did it. I 3-0'd him. It was pretty convincing. Then you have haters. Oh, yo, man, he was playing bad. Oh, he's garbage. Then Nairo had to get on Twitter himself and tell people, no, dude, I actually lost. Like, you guys need to stop being dumb. And I lost to him. Like, I lost him in grand finals. Very upsetting. The fashion that I went out in, it sucked. But
That's kind of messy. But
yeah. It was pretty bad. Like, I got beat bad. But I'm very proud of the fact that like, you guys can doubt me off of 2 tournaments, but no matter what, I'll always come back able to beat anybody that I want to beat. I always have in my mind, I don't care how good somebody is, I can beat them. That's it. I don't care how many tournaments in a row you've won. When I fight Zero, I go in with the mindset, I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to take him out. And I fought Nairo, won winners finals, very happy. My org was cheering me on, like CLG was watching the whole time. My manager actually, he bought a Wii U in the game the same day. Like, he was so hyped off
That's
that
awesome.
tournament. And I just tried my best. I got second, and I won teams too. That was literally the fire I needed to come back, and I've been riding that fire even after. I have yet to go to another tournament actually, but I should be going to like the next Smash Forever or something. I got really sick, and I just got over it. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
saw you there. It was came
Yeah.
after, I think.
Katar.
Oh, that was Katar, yes.
Very cool. So can we let's shift gears a little bit. Let's move to the future. Genesis, do you have like quantifiable expectations for yourself that you want to meet? How do you approach these kind of tournaments? Do you set a numerical goal? Is it just as simple as do the best I can and see what happens? What?
I have no numerical goal
Mhm.
because a tournament that hard, I feel like anybody can lose to anybody.
Yeah.
Bracket's gonna play a very important role.
Yes.
Like, imagine, as a Ness main, if I soloed Ness, imagine if I have to fight a top Rosa. Done.
Yeah.
Like, all right, great, awesome. That's why brackets are important, and that's why solo maining Ness is not something you should do.
I
But
tried.
it's like my goal, honestly, is to represent my org and myself the best, like as best as I can, and I want to win the tournament. That's always my goal. That's always number one, because nobody looks at number 7, nobody looks at number 8, number 9. Keep going down. It's all about who won that tournament, who won, and I want them to see not only Nakat first, but CLG first. And that's my true goal. And if it doesn't happen, I won't beat myself up over it, because there are a lot of players that are just as deserving to win the tournament as well. And it's literally may the best man win on that day.
It's a great outlook, and something you said about we only look at number one. That number one is so important. You look at a guy like Salem, and his name will forever live in
That's a really good
in
point
infamy
right there.
just because of that one tournament that he took first place, Apex 2013.
Yeah,
He doesn't have significant accomplishments outside of that, but everybody in the brawl scene knows his name, and they
Yep.
always will because of that tournament.
exactly.
Mhm.
That's my outlook on the future. Genesis is going to be the tournament where everybody's going to have to work their ass off. And I've been working my ass off training a lot
Mhm.
for that tournament.
That's good
a
to
lot.
hear.
What's your training regimen?
Training regimen. Oh man.
I don't know if like I know Nairo talking about a lot how you play a lot of For Glory type stuff just to like I don't know if you're like a For Glory kind of person, you're like go casuals kind of person, just like
No, I'm a go hard kind of person. I want to play the best person, and so me and Zero practice together a lot. He travels to me honestly, and we just sit in my room and we practice, same thing over and over and over. That has helped significantly. I'll play Wi-Fi too, but I normally play with Acid or people like my viewers and stuff. But when it comes to like real like practice, people as good as me, I've had Nairo, not Nairo, sorry. I have Anti and the Buzz. They started coming over a lot more. Playing other top players, you have to push your mind as hard as you can to prepare for like top level situations in tournament. So I practice a lot.
How much do you guys in the loft play together?
That's stupid. I feel really bad. We're pretty dumb. Me and False don't practice together.
Oh my god. I don't know how.
It doesn't make sense. Me and Kitaro,
You guys would play
Oh,
all the
hey,
time.
GDX's face is back.
Oh, there it is.
yeah.
me and Kitaro, we don't practice too much together. Me and Blue, none of us really.
That's
We're
insane.
usually off doing our own thing. Like for a Smash House, we only really play Smash when other people come over. But I made up a great point, and I kind of put everybody, including myself, in the house on blast because we need to play more.
Mhm.
Doesn't make sense. Like me and False are so good. Why the hell are we not practicing with each other? Like he's probably in his room right now scrolling through Tumblr.
Man.
I would have probably been playing like League of Legends right now or something with Acid and Zadik. But no, we need to practice together at least once every week, if anything, and it has to start happening.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would kill for a chance to have the top players at your fingertips, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So ate your nut earlier. You don't want that.
Mhm. Okay. Now I have another question that I ask personally from me because I think about it myself. As a streamer, do you think that frequently streaming hurts you as a competitor? Because sometimes I felt that I have to find a balance because if I'm constantly playing stream matches or viewers or whatever it may be, that you're not getting the practice that you need. How do you feel about that?
That's why it's your responsibility as the player yourself to go and actively seek practice that's on your level as well. I thought I was doing it correctly at first, but I wasn't doing it hard enough. Like a few matches, yeah, I'm fine. No, you need to really sit down for hours and grind with someone just as good, if not better than you.
Right.
And so nowadays, I've actually stopped streaming every day and I actively seek that practice all the time. And sometimes when I am consistently streaming, I'll still go ahead and seek that practice.
Mhm.
You, as a streamer, it's actually probably more entertaining for your stream to watch you sit down and fight ESAM live on stream for hours than just play the list all the time. So you can even get that practice while you're streaming and knock 2 birds out with 1 stone.
Right, that's a good point. Yeah, I've been actually been doing a little bit with shout outs to Rotation Crew, been streaming matches with them, and that you're right, that does 2 birds 1 stone. People like to see that, so
Exactly.
it's a good point. And do you have any more questions for Nakat, Bandit, GDX, or should we move on to Q&A?
We can move on. There's a lot of questions.
Oh yeah. There's so many questions.
People usually
I don't know. I don't know if you guys are curious or if you just want free money, but
Yeah.
I hope it's the former.
People love free stuff, man. So it works.
But without further ado, let us get to it. So, guys who are watching the stream, you're going to be able to see the questions that we're looking at if you just look at that little box in the top right of your screen. So here we go.
Hey, sells you underwear too, man?
What's that?
You gonna sell you underwear too? Dang.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Sister Jack got the
Yeah,
shirt
he's
on.
swagged out.
That exception.
Always
Where
represent
are our
my work, dude,
first
always.
questions?
I respect it. I respect it.
All right, we got at Classy Manny asks, will Cloud having a limit burst help him in the meta? Anyone want to try to tackle that one? It's early to say. We don't know how it
It's too
works.
early to say. We don't know anything.
I will say this: if it's something that builds from him getting hurt, then it'll be one of those things that even if the character's not that good, it'll keep him relevant. It has the potential to do that. But a lot of people are seeing that it's something that he charges by pressing down B. If that's the case, then no opinion. We don't know how it's good. We don't know how it's gonna affect him
It's
at all.
like, so, oh god.
Next question from Jeff Fan. Where do you think Cloud will be on the tier list based off the trailer alone? I don't think we'll touch that one.
Yeah, his stage is like top 5 in the game.
Oh,
His
man.
stage is
answer that.
amazing.
Yeah, I will say he looks kind of fast. That's all. That's all. So that's my only comment. He looks kind of fast. Probably has good range. Real Donkey Kong, love you, dude. What's going on? Asks, doesn't Cloud seem like a copy of Shulk?
A little bit, but whatever. Next.
I think he looks more. I think honestly his moves look more like Ike's than Shulk's. I don't see a lot of Shulk in him. But either way, he looks unique enough to me, and I'm excited to use him.
Yeah.
Cloud. Whatever. It's Cloud.
Yeah, right. Acid asks, "Oh my God, why are you so cool, Nakat?" I'll let
Skip
you.
that question. Skip that question. Damn troll. Damn troll. Can't stand Ashley.
Kids these days.
Okay. At Jenny Wakeman asks, "What do you expect/hope to hear about in December special?" We talked about that a little bit, but we can each quickly give expectations and hopes.
Okay.
For me, ballot winner hopes. Lloyd Irving, baby. Let's go, please. I'll do anything. I will sell my soul. Isaac from Golden Sun, and Ridley. Those are my 3 most
Not
wanted.
happening. Bro, sometimes
I know I'm not getting any of them, but well, Isaac maybe. As far as expectations, I think we'll get. I think there's a good chance we get Snake and Wolf, King K. Rool. I don't know. Move on, next one. That's all I
All
got.
we know is that everything is a possibility. Anything that comes in your head is a possibility.
Dude, Crystal and Conquer.
Crystal and dude, Conquer would be so cool. Why does nobody talk about Conquer? Yeah,
'Cause
here.
nobody remembers, man.
I don't remember how fun that game was, man.
He's a G, dude.
I used to huddle around N64 for that game.
Snake. I would love Snake to come back.
Boo.
He would fit very well, but I don't know how it works because I saw on Twitter the other day that someone brought up. I think it was D1. He tweeted that Brawl was rated T, and
Oh,
the games
man.
are rated E. Isn't that weird?
There's no way, man. There's no way that Snake made that much of an impact.
Well, the
Like,
thing is, there is weapons and stuff like that. I just like.
Well,
to
no, I
think
mean,
about
like,
the fact
okay,
that
I'm gonna
it's
pull my
kinda
brawl
interesting.
case right now. 1 second.
He
And
broke
read.
legs and threw grenades. Like, what?
He
Okay,
shot Mario on the face.
cartoon violence and crude humor. Cartoon
Oh,
violence
okay.
is still there. Crude humor is still there. I don't think anything changes. I think it's
Yeah, you're
just
probably right.
That's
yeah.
probably from Subspace.
It's fine. I think
Conquer,
it's fine.
Conquer is rated R. You mean rated M? That doesn't even make sense because Snake's rated M2. Let's go.
Oh yeah, there you go. True,
I
true,
love
true.
Snake.
True.
Something in a Cloud date, 3 characters, like not even trailers, like 3 characters named, maybe a picture to go with them. But I was putting the Cloud date and 3 characters. I don't know who I really want. I want like Amy. If Amy has her hammer, don't talk about Amy. Amy would be cool with her hammer from Sonic.
Amy Rose? Are you, no, dude.
Oh my
God.
god.
All right, yeah. I'm about to mute GDX. I'm about to kick him out the
yo,
call.
get him outta
What,
here.
dude? Out of everybody, this
I
man
think
said
what I want
Amy
personally
Rose.
is as much content as possible to be announced because we know that this is the last showing they're gonna have, like big release thing. So I want give it all right now. Give us Ridley. Whatever.
It would be really cool if even though I kind of want to savor it and spread it along, if it's just like a huge information blowout and they just drop like 5 characters on us in December, that would be insane.
That would be great.
But
They especially need it. Nintendo in general, like they're not exactly hitting with anything. Like they've had delays and stuff. Smash is their, bread and butter. And to deliver to us fans would be great.
All those Xenoblades out, 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
next question from Turntway, who is manlier, Ike or Cloud? Smash 4 version, I say Ike. He's
Ike.
shredded as
Definitely,
hell.
definitely Ike.
Brawl version, Ike was scrawny though. Nah, I'd be like,
Yeah,
I'd
he
get
was
Cloud. But like,
thin.
but now, mm-mm.
I've been in the gym for 7 years.
Yeah, he was. He did not leave the gym. Thoughts on if Shantae was announced for Smash 4? That's from Nosrafe. What's going on, Nosrafe?
What
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I'd probably be upset.
I wouldn't care.
I just,
She probably doesn't appeal enough to the broad audience to want her back.
I do
Or
not
back,
want
but-
Shantae in this game.
Thank you, thank you.
Get her out of here, yo.
Yeah.
She's not getting in. She will not be a character. Get out of here.
She gets the boot.
I couldn't see it happen.
Get out of here.
LOF Zadok asks, or says rather, it's funny to see how much CLG Nakat has changed since joining CLG.
It's a meme. It's a meme, guys.
I know.
Whenever they don't get their way, yo, man,
He's
ever
changed.
since Nakat's joined CLG, he's changed. Whenever they don't get what they want. And that's not just them, it's my stream too, man. Damn trolls.
Meta Luigi asks, most wanted ballot characters. We just talked about that, so we'll skip it.
Wait. For the record, Amy's not my most wanted character.
Yeah, she is. You just said it.
My most wanted character would be a hunter from Monster Hunter. You can write that down somewhere.
That's pretty cool, actually.
They're too bland for me, man. But I can see it. All right, regular Tay, what's going on? What's going on, Tay? Do you think they nerf Cloud's? Do you think they nerfed Cloud's sword? It looks smaller. What? I don't know what that means.
His sword looks regular size.
It looks regular.
It's just like thick.
Get out.
Look at every character that doesn't exist yet.
Ooh, this is a good question. This is a question I'm glad got brought up. Have you seen the trailer Rush Hour Smash made for Genesis 3? And if so, what do you think of it? I'm gonna post it in the chat right now because it is.
Pretty-
I have
Incredible.
watched it maybe 15 times now. I just keep watching it over and over.
I watched him make it.
Oh yeah,
Behind
It
the
is-
scenes.
False is,
it
I
is
want him to know
so
the part where
good.
it shows different countries. Oh, I lost it.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
best.
Oh my
Scott,
god, that's the best. That's the best.
It
That
is.
man is talented.
Guys, if this doesn't get you hyped, I'm putting this in the chat now. If this doesn't get you hyped for Genesis, I don't know what will. It is absolutely amazing.
Like when you're in the gym right there, just watch that.
yeah, right. That's what I'm about to do. It just syncs perfectly with the music. It's amazing. Great job, False. You are the man. Next question. From Shimp. Do you guys think anyone will get nerfed or buffed in December? And who else will join the roster? Who do you want to see? All right, we'll answer the first part of that.
Okay.
I'm just going to cross my fingers and pray like I have done each time. Do all the rituals. Make sure Zero C stays untouched. I don't care besides that. I think the game's pretty balanced. We could see maybe a small Sheik nerf.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
That is so hypocritical because that character is not balanced.
Who?
Seriously, is not balanced.
Zero's not balanced?
Yeah.
Zero's not...
Hell no. Hell no.
All right, all
I
right.
personally think the game will be just fine as long as Sheik, Zero Suit Samus, and Rosalina are at least balanced. After that, I think it's fine. You might want to tone down Ryu's kill potential a little bit.
Yeah.
That's it. Really. In my eyes.
I'm
I
a
bet
Denny.
Ryu gets changed a little bit.
I'm a Denny man. At this
Yeah.
point, I'm just like,
Are you sure you're not a little...
easy to me.
Are you sure that Rosa pick is not from a little bias? I don't think Rosa's that bad.
Like,
I think Luma's bad.
Luma up air and down air should be transitioned from like high base knockback to high growth knockback. But besides that, like I don't think she's that bad. I just think down B destroys Ness. It's probably.
Yeah, that's just a natural thing. Like nothing you can
Or do you
say
think
about
outside
that.
of Ness she's that bad?
Stupid.
She's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
This isn't even coming from the Ness main of me. Like, she is pretty stupid in some regards. I don't think she needs a huge nerf, but I do think she needs some things toned down.
Mhm.
Most of my
Sheik
practice
speaks
comes
for
against
herself.
Rosalina, and it just gets infuriating. It never stops.
What's that?
Sheik speaks for herself, man. So
She. Yeah.
then yeah, just those 4 characters really, and then I think the game's fun until we find something else that's really stupid.
Mhm.
But it actually needs to be really stupid. You can't lose to something and be like, oh, I can't beat it. This needs to be nerfed. No, like be realistic, man.
Mhm.
Something's actually an issue, then yeah.
Yeah, and even then, until it's fixed, Johnning about it doesn't do you any good or screaming about it.
Yep,
Like,
you
learn
gotta,
to beat
gotta
it.
fight it.
Hmm I will say this as far as zero suit nerfs go, I would be completely okay with like up B losing knockback, but
Yeah, she does not deserve that update.
and maybe flip kick too. Besides that, I say she's Gucci. Leave her as is. Um, let's see. Nitro Man asks Nakat when will Nakat stop spinning in his chair?
Never. It's quite fun. It's quite fun. I don't think I'll stop.
He looks like he's having a good time.
Yeah.
I'm about to take one out his book. Potter, what's happening, Potter? He asks, how good is Ryu with Trella carrying him? Well,
I won't just say Trellis carry.
yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah,
I don't think he's
what
even the
about
best one. I say QB's the best one.
Ryu, yeah, me too.
Mhm.
Ryu's damn good, man.
That
He
character's-
is-
yeah.
That character's godlike.
Shout out to
Definitely.
my boy Ash just picked him up. He's keeps saying now that he's trying him, he thinks he's actually this like among the top 3 with Zero Suit and Sheik.
I've been hearing some things like that,
Mhm.
man. I don't know about that, but I do know the character is definitely. He could be top 5.
He's
A lot
absolutely
of people are saying
insane.
number 2 right now. A lot of people are saying second.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it. But
We
a
need
lot-
more results. At
Yeah, we
Mountain
can
Dash and
collect a little
stuff.
more data on him, yeah, but he's incredible. And he's hype as hell to watch. Really, I'm so glad they added him. And like the other DLC characters haven't exactly been relevant. So it's cool to see one come in and just make waves. Why is Drippy asks, why is Nakat such a handsome, attractive young man, and when will he finish Final Fantasy VII on the stream? No homo, by the way.
Dude,
Boo.
Jerp, be quiet. The worst. I will be finishing Final Fantasy VII though. It's gonna happen.
Now you have to.
I
Yeah.
got caught up. Yeah, I got caught up with a lot of other games, man. But you know what? I'll go back.
I'm T-Jax. Any advice for someone new to Smash 4? That's a really broad topic, but if everyone wants to give a line or two on that, feel free. I'll say everybody who you see at the top right now getting good results didn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of hours, a lot of hard work, and enough love for the game to carry you through those hours. So
Exactly.
Play who you want. Just play the most fun character. Everyone's kind of viable. Just play someone good, then figure it out from there.
there you go. Turntway, what are Nakat's goals Smash related in 2016?
I want to win a major. I want to continue to win. Like I want to win tournaments more often. I want to travel more. I want to grow my stream a lot bigger than it already is. Let's see. I just want to continue giving back to the community, man. I really my passion and love is in esports, not just Smash, esports in general. And the end goal for me when I'm done being a competitor is to be able to secure a position in esports, working with video games, whether it be Twitch, for example, or managing a team, running a team. That's what I want to do with my life. I am not fond of college personally. Even as a student, my passion, I don't care about anything, any major, anything. My love is for gaming. That's where I belong. That's my place in the world.
Tyrell, I just want to thank you.
yeah,
The point I made for years now. Everyone's goal should not be to become Justin Wong. The goal should be to become Mike Ross. And you just pretty much said that exactly. Become Mike Ross. Get into the esports employment down the road. That's it. Thank you for solidifying that.
No
That's
problem,
right
man.
thing
Well
No
said.
problem.
As for me, I'm always going. I'm Justin Wong, man. I just want to. I just want to win tournaments. But I
Speaking
it's a
about
good answer.
college, my brother who plays Smite used to play Brawl back in the day.
Nick.
Nick, he just quit going to school and he's full time streaming.
He quit. Wait, he dropped out of college,
Yep.
and I don't judge him. And this judgmental world we live in, people will probably think your brother. Oh, yo, he dropped college. What an idiot.
Yep. You should hear
Mhm.
my
You know,
dad. The group text.
You hear that?
You know how much a degree means now in our generation? Get the hell out of here. I'm not going to slave my life away in school doing something I don't care about just so I can have a piece of paper that said I did it. I want that paper to matter. And if it's not going to matter to me in my life or it's not in my best interests, nobody can live my life for me. That's how I see it. So I think your brother did the correct thing, and I'm happy that he's happy. Parents will be parents, but they'll have to accept it. They don't have a choice, really.
That's
Unless
true.
they drag him to school.
Which they will not.
which was that Shadow or Snaky Bandit?
Shadow.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tell Shadow I said what's up, by the way. I haven't spoken to him in a long time.
Will do.
Okay.
All right. Freshie P, what's going on, Freshie? Asks, what do you think Shulk's biggest flaws are as a character, and what
Frame
about
data.
strengths?
Frame data. Frame data. His
Oh,
frame
yeah.
data
He is
ass.
slow. Yeah.
That's why.
Yep.
Yeah.
Framed it.
I wish there was more to it. He's just kind of slow. He gets he can't keep people out that well once they're
Gets
once they're
comboed
within his
hard.
box. He gets
Yeah. He's only to,
yeah.
like,
He
fight
has
back
that
with-
large frame. Large frames are such a weakness in Smash that like doesn't get talked about enough.
He has a Mewtwo effect. Like he's too big for
Yeah.
his own good.
He needs to get a lot. His attacks have to get faster, less landing lag, things like that. Until I think the character had potential like a long time ago, but in this current meta, he'll just get comboed to death. That's the end goal. Like you touch Shulk, Shulk takes a lot of percent, Shulk dies. I don't care how many Monado arts he has. That man, he's
Mhm.
just too big, and his attacks suck.
They really do. It's like,
Man, he went in on he went in on Shulk.
I like Shulk though, man. I want him to be good, but until Sakurai realizes how he needs to fix that character, I don't see Shulk going anywhere.
yeah, I wish they would buff him. That'd be cool.
All right, we got you, your boy Drippy again.
You say, yo, just go to the next one, man. Don't
Skip.
even
I think it's inside joke. I don't understand, but
Velocity.
congrats on your velocity sponsorship.
Get the hell out of here, CLG.
We got Jolly, my man Jolly. What's going on? Why do you think Mii's are looked down upon so highly, even though no one really plays them? They haven't made an impact on the meta. And we talked about this in a couple shows ago, and I said my piece on it. I think they should be banned entirely because they're a create a character feature, and that doesn't have a place in the competitive scene. But you guys, anybody?
I think they're lame. And that's honestly my point. Like I just don't like them personally. So from a personal perspective, I would not want to see them in a tournament match.
I don't down upon them. I don't care to see them more than 1-1-1-1. I mean, I don't think any
Yeah,
less
there you go.
Xanadu just legalized, and I really don't like the decision, but I'm not gonna, you know, make a scene about
I
it.
saw that.
But yeah, they made a
most of that
decision.
rule change is good though.
What's that?
Most of that rule change is good. They got rid of some stages that were kind of janky.
Well, yeah, Delfino and Halberd and stuff. I'm on the fence about it. But as far as the Mii stuff goes, they just picked one set for each of the three
They picked
Mii
broad
archetypes.
set.
Like I think it was like 3-3-1-2, and like that's the only one you can use. And it's just so arbitrary to me, and I really don't like it. But I'm not gonna fight this battle.
Here's my take on Mii's, and this is the last time I ever want to say it, dude. I honestly feel like if every character in this game is subject to 1-1-1, you're not special. Your character has the ability to be 1-1-1-1 like everybody else. If you want them to be, played in competitive play, they need to adhere to the same rules every other character does. You can't sit here and really try to explain to me why you deserve 3-2-1-1, but I can't have my twisting fox as fox, and I just need to suck it up and deal with it. You need to suck it up. 1-1-1-1, or just don't play the character. That's it. Bad
But
characters
it's-
exist for a reason. That's it.
It's like me, light skin.
That's it. Bad characters exist for a reason. If they suck as 1-1-1-1, that's it. Accept it. Move on. I don't want to hear it anymore. Nobody's special. Customs are off. Done. Oh wait, if you no. Here's the other argument. It's if you keep customs, if you turn it off or on, you can still
Yeah, if they're
redeem
off,
stuff.
you could still pick custom Mii's, but are we really like basing the whole competitive scene on a technicality?
Are
Like
you
that's
like
Yeah, yeah.
can my answer to that is literally, can it still be played as 1111? Oh yeah, really? Oh great. Here's your character. Have fun, man. That's it. Like no, you obviously know what they want. They want the up B that kills you at 30%. Like
They're not tricking anybody.
they obviously want it, man.
Yeah.
It's like
The argument is
I'm
like,
kidding.
if their favorite, if the best moveset was already all ones, they would argue differently. And for that reason alone, I'm like, I can't buy your argument.
Yeah.
Like, what you're arguing is completely biased. It's like, if all the best moves have to be ones, it'll be an argument. They say,
And-
oh, we'll do it, no problem.
ultimately, I feel like if the community cannot finalize and agree on something, which I already feel like it kind of has, with them just not, they're either banned or they're 111 now, which is what it should be. If we can't, as a community, just all settle on one thing, ban them. I don't want them to be banned. They're another character. I'd like them to be played, but if you can't accept them being like everybody else, subject to 1111, that character needs to go, and it's your fault ultimately that the character dies and nobody's able to use them anymore. That's it.
There you go. And we can't help our question too long. We got a lot more cheese pin, or Ches pin rather. What do you think of Pit? Representation, combos, etc. What do you think of Pit?
I think the Pits are like the most honest character. They have nothing crazy about them. They have some weaknesses. I really feel like they're just an honest character and a testament to skill. Like if I lost to a Pit, I can never say, "Oh, yo, Pit is such a lame character." What the hell? What the hell does Pit have that's gonna kill me?
He
in,
is very fair.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Pit's a solid character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much with you. I'd say like top of mid tier, which is in this game is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I remember people putting him in like top 10. I was like, oh, whoa.
Pit's not
Let's
top
relax.
10.
Whoa.
I'd say at least he's like low high tier. That's
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Mhm.
He doesn't
All right.
get near top 10 anymore.
This is a question for Nikat from Jeff Fan. How much do you think you've changed since joining CLG? Be realistic, because your friends are watching.
I haven't changed. I hate that. No, I hate them. They always do this. They always do this. I have not changed at all. I'm the same person.
It's getting to his
Same
head, guys. I can see it already. No. Victoria
worst.
Genetics asks thoughts on Robin, especially versus top tier characters, and where would you place Robin tier wise?
I think Robin's probably like upper mid tier. Personally, as a person that has fought Nairo's Robin countless times again, I think the character is, but I think the character, realistically, he's probably like, upper mid tier. Yes, after this, man, False is rushing me to get sushi.
Damn it, false.
Hey, esports.
Yeah, everybody just heard you. Get the hell out my room. Yeah, man. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
We'll free him
Man,
soon. Let him go get his
convince
sushi.
it.
We'll let him get his sushi
What's
soon.
that?
We're almost
At
there.
11:30. Yes. Yeah, get out, man.
I know that feeling, man. I feel all too
He makes
well.
one combo video.
Give me a second.
I'll tackle the Robin question in the
Sorry
meantime.
about that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm back. I can finish my statement.
We get okay. Go for it.
Okay. I think the character is like upper mid tier, but I still think the character has too many flaws to ever break that boundary. And as the meta continues, the character's gonna fall more and more because when I watch people fight Robin, they literally lose to lack of experience versus the character. But if you have an understanding of how that character works, that character gets smacked up, man.
Mhm.
Like too slow, bad recovery. There's just not much going for Robin, and so that's my opinion on Robin. I think it's a cool character though.
Yeah, cool character. I'll agree with you on that one. I think just relative to other characters in the cast, low tier. Just doesn't have the speed kills, and Robin doesn't have the speed to keep up,
Exactly.
especially on the ground.
Her aerial movement is just way too slow to keep
Yeah.
up at this pace that everyone's playing at now.
But I've seen some Robins do some stuff, but that's just a testament to the balance of this game. How even the characters in the lower end of the spectrum are still pretty formidable. From love of Hakaru, How much do you love your crew member Hakaru on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
What did it?
Aw.
And here's the actual Hakaru with another question. Why is Cat always forgetting about asking me to train when I always say I'm down?
Oh, he was watching when I was complaining. It's a problem that we all have in the house, you fool. Even when we do ask for each other to play, there's always a John or something that comes up, man.
That's
So,
mind.
yeah.
That's mind blowing.
Or you'll forget.
Yeah. This isn't really a question. Goku for Smash 4. All right, you've been
No.
heard, Mr. Sam. It's not a question though, so we'll move on.
Be
But you have
weird.
been heard. Meta Luigi asks, how would you all feel about Sora?
I want Sora, actually.
It'd be pretty cool, but I mean, with Cloud, I just don't know if it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because another anime
He,
kid.
he's fit that
Yeah.
bill already, the Square Enix
Sora's already
character.
kind of like a Smash character. You look at him and he's like already rendered.
Yeah, he
Damn,
would
dude.
look good in it. It's
I
true.
would take Sora over Cloud so hard, but that's
Yeah.
just me.
Woo!
I agree.
um, let's see. The next question is thoughts on Sora if he gets confirmed for Smash. Sean Rigsby, that was just answered, so we'll move on. I'm trying to read this name, Tide Gem. It all changed when the CLG Nation, now the three nations of Liquid, TSM, PG, have to put them in the dirt. Is that like a what's it called? Avatar reference?
Yes.
Avatar. Okay, I never watched the show, but I almost got the
should
reference.
watch it. It's some-
Is it good?
Avatar's pretty strong.
But damn,
Okay.
now those are fighting words. He's saying
Okay, Taja.
you getting put in the dirt. All right. Potter. I love how the Nest main says that ZSS is not balanced. Oof.
I got this. I'm about to break this guy apart real quick. Easily.
He's like,
Hey, when you play Ness, especially at top level play, tell me how fun it is recovering back to the stage when people edge guard you every time you up B. Actually, tell me how it feels to know that most of the time it's best to not use your up B because you risk getting gimped even easier. Or actually, tell me how it is when you're trying to land onto the stage and you're just spamming air dodge, but you don't really have that many good landing options. Oh, yeah, man. When you can answer all that for me, let me know, man. Because I'd love to take Zero Suit's recovery. If you want to trade, go ahead, dog. Ness has issues.
I decline that. I decline that trade on behalf of Zero Suit mains everywhere.
Ness
But I will
Ness
take your.
has
But I will take that air dodge if that's part of the package.
Ness has issues, man. He, as the meta continues, he continues to fall off, sadly. Especially with like losing matchups among the top tiers. He's one of the few characters in the game that really does have a 80-20 matchup. Sheik is also a matchup Ness struggles with. You could even say sometimes plumbers give him an issue. Like there are really relevant characters that give Ness a hard time. And people see Ness, they see a back throw kill very early, and they think, oh, this character's brain dead, man. All you gotta do is down throw and up air. Please, I want you to pick that character, go as far as you can, have fun trying to get past first round. Let me know how brain dead he is, man. Or if you play me, I'll gladly show you just how to kill that character.
He's
But
one of those
until
characters.
then, people are salty. They see a character, if they think it's easy to play, they think the character's brain dead and not balanced. But I think you don't know how to differentiate what those two statements actually mean, and so I'd say stop being closed-minded.
Bam.
Yeah.
That's in the cat on Ness.
Yeah.
I think he's one of those characters who's infuriating at like a low to mid level because, okay, he's in it's in the air, he's air dodging, you can't catch him, and then he catches you at 80 with a back throw, and so you think he's better than he is. I think, but at the end of the day, at top of a play, he ends up being probably, in my opinion, around the bottom of top 10. So.
Yeah.
Wolf Trap, top 3 best characters to go aggro with. Probably Sheik,
Sheik, Diddy.
ZSS.
Sheik,
Maybe
ZSS, Diddy. Yeah, I'd say those 3.
We'll go with that. That's our group answer. Mincy160, do you agree with Rain and Abadango putting Lucas as low tier?
No.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he's definitely not.
Absolutely not.
I haven't seen enough Lucas yet. I don't know.
Yeah, it is early. I think he's like low mid at this point compared to other characters in the game. But could be
He's
wrong.
got a
Early.
lot of potential. Someone's just got to
Could be.
tap into it.
You think so? I guess we'll find out. I know the cat uses him quite a bit, right? So
Yeah.
he has a little more room to speak than we do. Let's see. Next Pain. How many hours do you each have on Smash 4?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Hundreds?
yeah. I'm not gonna check right now,
I
but
tried to
it's a
calculate the other
lot.
day, and it just impossible.
It's ridiculous, like embarrassing, stupid amount.
Even
The
worse.
amount where outsiders look at us, wow, you guys really have no life.
Yeah.
That's what they would think. Yeah.
Mhm.
People I work with, they're like, "Yo, you really like Smash, right?" And I'm like, "It's just a part of me. I don't love it. Like, it just is who I
So I
identify
am.
with."
Yeah,
Well,
it
Sakura
is
can
part of
judge
you.
me.
Exactly.
Only Sakura can judge
Only
me.
Reggie can judge me.
Oh, that's good. Potter, how good is Fox?
Pretty.
Um, I'm on the Fox train. I think Fox is top 5.
I put him at 6.
6.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I think he's godlike. I love
Fox
that
is
character,
so good,
obviously.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
I think he's probably 7 or 8 if I were to make a list.
And it's why it interests me, and like you said, Niket, you're comfortable more with Ness in the matchups, but I think Fox and Pikachu both do better than Ness against Zero Suit does. But
Thing about Fox versus Zero Suit, I don't think I just need to practice it more.
I think it's pretty close to even, and I always switch between what side it's in favor of. Those characters go at it. Let's see. Mr. Sam P, when will Nakat stop wearing CLG clothes consecutively each stream? Stuff must be stank.
Yeah,
Can you confirm that you wash it and end this?
Dude, wash.
Shots.
Well, nah, yeah, dude, it's fine. I have like multiple things of like the same thing. Then I wash stuff. It's like, yeah, my clothes are always clean, man. What about your hairline?
Who's that LeBron?
The cat is so savage, man.
Like-
Oh jeez. Khadija628. How much potential do you guys think Wii Fit Trainer has in terms of tournament viability?
She got buffed actually really recently. I think she's another upper mid tier character actually.
I would put in the same placement.
I think
upper
she needs
mid.
to just be accompanied by a stronger character, and then you could like, play both of them.
Yeah, she's a good counter pick character, like one of those. Hey, I think he won this matchup type things. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
but I don't see solo fit trainers winning
Yeah,
at any point. Like she got buffed, but I don't think it was enough to have her like solo main Wii Fit doing anything like important. But it's like a secondary matchup. Like, hey, you don't know what this character does. Get body. Like that's definitely a thing.
Yeah, guys, we're almost to the end of the questions. Potter asks, why is Miiverse banned? I mean,
Yo, man, I like that stage. I have an argument for that.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Dude, alright, so if you look at Battlefield and Miiverse, the thing that's different about them is the bottom of the stages. It's hard, very difficult to go under Battlefield and make it to the other side of the stage.
Yep.
Almost virtually impossible. So a character like Ness, for example, I can PK Thunder twice off a Battlefield. If I hit the stage, bounce off, I can recover like that. It gives options, and you can ride up the wall of Battlefield. If you miss your recovery on Miiverse, that stage gimps, like, it hurts characters like Ness. And then it helps characters that can go under the stage. They have different properties under the stage that can aid different characters differently. I want both legal, but I don't think it'll happen. It sucks.
Wait, Miiverse is banned somewhere?
Here, yeah.
Well, no, I mean, pretty much everywhere what they do with Miiverse is it's treated as like a Battlefield Omega. So you can, instead of Battlefield, go there.
Oh, yeah,
Or
that's how we
you
do
can
it.
counterpick it, but if Battlefield's banned, then Miiverse is too.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It
So
is,
if Miiverse was legal, then we would basically have 3 Battlefields.
and I will never be against that as a Zero Suit main.
No.
But I can see why it might be polarizing to characters who like that type of stage layout. So I get it. It's definitely different. Besides what Nakat mentioned, the bottom of the stage, the platform layouts, the platforms are closer together. There's not as much space between the ends. But can we rationalize putting it in? I don't know.
I know what you're gonna
I
say.
can see it.
I don't think there's enough difference to have both legal.
You say no?
I don't think so.
If there wasn't Dreamland, I think people would be more inclined to.
Yeah.
I was like pre Dreamland announcement, we knew Miiverse stage was coming, and I was always like, oh yeah, legalize that thing. But once Dreamland came, now I'm tame on it. It's like, okay, we have kind of 2 similar already. But all right, let's see. Jeff Fan, I just wanted to ask why it took so long to send my Sheik amiibo. Mister.
That's really my apologies, honestly. And I need to make a more public apology. I've had some prizes that I need to give out stream for like a very, very long time, and I either forgot, put it to the side, or just basically not being responsible. And I don't plan on doing that anymore with prizes. So yeah, my bad. But I'm glad it got to you safely. And yeah, my apologies.
Hey, I mean, in my opinion, if you're out here giving prizes, that's a nice thing in its own. And if it takes a delay, I don't think that's a problem. But shout out to Unicat.
Speaking of which, it's
Um,
dedicated today.
Ooh.
Yo,
Oh,
word
nice.
though. Wait a minute.
Oh, what the hell? Whoa! Where did you get those?
Yo.
What are those? Dude, you got what you guys open your amiibos?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I got mine boxed
Yo,
up here.
Target has like a million of them.
It's like a
GameStop,
mine.
Target.
Streaming in like a soundproof box right now. It's like
I don't even know. What
All right. Well, hey, I'll get it somehow. But you,
No, you're
you
good.
open
Dude.
them.
There's so many of them.
yeah,
lot of
this is the only one I've opened. The rest of mine are.
I have.
I got two more
box,
though.
Dude, all right,
Yeah.
look at my stash over in the corner of my room, dude. You see all those amiibos?
Woo.
Oh my
Are we
god.
doing this? Are we doing
Dude,
this?
I have them. I have some all the way up top on my wall too, but my camera won't go that far.
His name Roy.
We can do this.
Yeah. Oh my
I
god.
have everything except for the Mii Fighters and Mewtwo. Oh, you open them though, dude. Don't open.
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
No, I opened mine.
All right, I want to take this down. My setup's pretty cool. Well, actually, I don't know if my thing will go that far. Oh no, I'll just drift it across. I got my Smash games lined up.
Bro, I'm a figurine collector, man. That's
Bam.
not over mine.
Not too many though.
I don't. I actually wasn't a figurine collector, but as soon as the amiibos came out, I had to get them. My reason for collecting the amiibos and keeping them boxed, I guess, when I'm done being a competitor in Smash, I want to have memories of people with the character that they used. So if I look at Zero Suit Samus, you know, I don't know where I'll be in life, but I'll remember Nairo. I'll remember you, Bengal, things like that.
Hmm.
That's why I collect every character.
That's cool.
These are cool.
That's
I
cool
like
outlook on it.
figurines.
Yeah.
Like, I got body. Like, I was figurine collector for years now. Like anime stuff, like Gashapon, like and all that. And then Amiibos came out and just my wallet.
Spent a lot
Damn.
of money.
Damn. I've just taken the approach to get the characters I like. Right now I have a Pikachu, Charizard, Marth, Zero Suit. I'll probably get a Roy when it comes.
Oh, Roy, oh my god.
But let's keep going. We got Meta Luigi. This is for the cat. You should switch to green. You should switch to Green Fox. It's more aerodynamic off stage. Interesting. Interesting perspective. Green Fox is nice. I like Green Fox.
Yo, Green Fox is cool.
The cat use like the blue and orange, right?
Yeah. Do you? It's pretty obvious why I use that. I think. Blue and orange Naruto, dude.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't realize that.
That's why I use blue and orange Fox.
There we go. Tita Gem says much love in the cat. There we go.
Kappa SCLG Pride.
There you
Thanks,
go.
man.
Potter565. I think the cat doesn't realize that Rosa's up B and Fox's are worse. And edge guarded way harder, and they don't have
No.
super high jumps.
Nope, absolutely not. That's incorrect. Especially Fox. Fox's up B is better than Ness's up B. Come different angles, different trajectories. Doesn't even need up B. He has a side B. I think you're forgetting that. Then Ness, you literally have to pause in place, do a process to hit yourself with the PK Thunder, come back to the stage. No, dude. Like, yeah, I think I know my character more than you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he uses both of those, so I wouldn't call him on that one. But what changes does Lucas need?
I don't know.
I wish his
Lower
aerials
lag.
auto canceled off short hops. And that's pretty much.
That too, and he needs lower lag on his grab. Like, why is Zero Suit Samus the only character in the game that has a stupid tether grab? Not only in its length, but the in the amount of active frames it has after being out.
Yeah.
All
That's kinda
all the
silly.
others fail in comparison to Zero Suit
Well,
Samus' tether.
you know what happens is a lot of people think that, but the thing is that it's just so slow coming out that when people dodge early, the grab hasn't actually come out yet. So by the time they come out of their dodge, then it's active, and then because it's the slowest grab in the game in terms of how fast it comes out, tied with Samus, frame 15.
So, oh man.
So you're just dodging. So a lot of people dodge too early.
Yeah,
It's not
but I think-
it's not active too long. It might be longer than others though.
I think Lucas's grab, especially dash grab, is like one of his worst features. It did get longer, but it's still not that long. That and then yeah, he just needs auto cancel on his moves. But I think Lucas is a really. Oh, actually, there's a little bias, but I wish his up air was like Ness's. But after that,
No, thank you.
after that, I think he's fine.
Was his pivot grab better in Brawl?
Lucas?
Yeah.
I couldn't answer that because I never touched him in Brawl.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't think so though. No. I don't think so.
Because I know a lot of like tether pivot grabs in Brawl were like stupid good, like Yoshi's for example.
Oh, Yoshi's was really good.
Yeah. Then let's see. Wolf Trap opinions on indie game based characters as DLC characters. Shovel Knight, Shantae.
I
No.
love Shovel Knight.
I'm not big on him.
No.
Yeah.
I love Shovel Knight. It's such a good game.
No, dude. No.
I wouldn't ask for it, but I wouldn't mind.
When I think it would be kind of cool to have like one indie game character as like the indie rep, but at the same time, none of those characters like I
Alright,
think are that
maybe
interesting.
Maybe one.
Mhm.
Maybe one.
Maybe one.
But this is all personal opinion, of course, guys. So you might be super big on indies, and if that's your thing, you have the right to that. But
Yeah.
personally,
These are
myself,
just us. Oh, we got 2 more questions, guys. Potter, Miiverse platforms are low, so Fox's up smash hits through it. That's interesting. I didn't know it was lower.
I didn't know that either.
That's pretty cool. You got one more reason for Nikat to like Miiverse though. And Colin quote asked Nikat why he hates Luigi.
Oh my god,
It looks like we're setting you guys off with a bang.
dude!
Luigi's Betamax is since real. I hate that.
Holy
I,
shit!
Luigi is such a jerk.
Alright, man. Long story short, me and me and Elliot. Yeah. Ally and me share similar views on that character. I think, pre-patch he got rewarded so much for doing nothing, and that was my biggest problem. And we just had a mental block so severe versus the character that we could fight someone that we're way better than, and we'd lose. That character makes me rage. Like now, Luigi, I haven't fought any good Luigis after the patch, so I don't know my opinions anymore. But I've seen a lot less of him. I feel like the fraud cop-outs dropped him immediately after they lost their go-to like kill option. They're like Gerber baby food kill option.
Eh.
So I was like, all right, well, hey, there you go. And yeah, people could say, oh, but you could just edge guard him, man. The better Luigis definitely know how to use their down B without wasting their jump. And not only that, I think his recovery is a lot better than what people gave it credit for.
Dude, his recovery is so good with Cyclone.
Ridiculous.
It's strong.
If you don't catch him real far out charging missile, it's almost impossible to gimp him. That's your opportunity when he's charging that missile out far. Now that character, his recovery's good.
My salt stemmed from a lot of that, man. I still have like salt left over. It's going away slowly.
A little
but
extra salt.
that's why I hate Luigi, dude.
All right, and
Even
those,
Luigi players hate Luigi. That's when you know.
yeah, that's true. He's the most like admitted character from his own users that he was silly. That's all the questions we have, and now the last thing we're gonna do is this giveaway. We're gonna see. Remember, everyone who. Sorry if you didn't hear this because you came in late, but everybody who asked a question today, and it's cut off now, so you can't try now, is entered in a giveaway for a $20 eShop card. So you can use that to buy Cloud and whatever DLC characters come in the future.
All right, who's
So-
gonna win it?
Let's
You
see.
can buy like 1/3 of Xenoblade. You can preload and pre-buy that game.
Oh,
So
that's true.
Ooh, true. So we're gonna go ahead and enter all these names in. Just bear with me for a few minutes here. In the meantime, you can feel free to talk about whatever.
Kai, you going to MagFest or PAX East? Either one of those?
I want to go so badly. I've never been to a PAX East or a MagFest.
Wow. PAX is really strong. I hear. I've never been, but PAX East is really fun.
I'm gonna try. You should text me. Actually, where is PAX East located?
Boston.
Boston. Okay. Huh. How often do you stock the tickets?
Every day.
If you have enough money, if you buy a ticket, I'll reimburse you and go.
All right,
Where is it?
Boston.
Boston.
Let's
I,
see.
I really want to go. I will actually make a. I'll go. Why not?
I got you, fam. I try to get you extra ticket.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh, almost got these names compiled. And everyone, anything coming up in the future you wanna talk about? We kind of do this at the end of each episode. Just plug whatever you want to talk about. Future tournaments coming up. Anything happening in your region. I can say for me, I'm really excited because on Sunday we have a tournament called Capital Punishment. Shout out to DC Esports for running it, and there's a $500 pot bonus in it. So
Oh wow.
that's pretty
cool.
sweet. Yeah,
Oh,
and I'm feeling pretty good about it, man. It's from seeing the entrance so far, it's looking it's gonna be me, Boss, and Mr. Eric vying for it. So
so
we'll see.
That's cool.
it's
Mhm.
not important right now, but Florida did just announce a regional coming up in the end of February. 1K pot bonus for Smash 4.
Woo!
50 pot bonus for Melee. 1K for Street Fighter 5 too. It'll be a 2-day event over here in Tampa. So
Nice.
it's a ways away. I'm gonna make a face of Smash Bros thread soon. Find a person to stick it for me. Probably Reflex. I'm sure he'll do it. And then but I'll be in February coming up. That's gonna be a huge thing. That's not anything recent. We got MVG coming up in next a week or so. But
What
that's
that?
really.
What's that? MVG?
MVG has a tournament in Jacksonville called Frame Perfect. It also
Okay.
has 1K pot bonus for Melee and Smash 4. That's
Mhm.
next. That's next week. Wow. All right. Anyway, that's next week. I forgot how quick it was. Yeah, November's kind of slow around the state. Aside from that, so not much to talk about.
And guys,
Go buy Mewtwo. Go buy Tom Nook. I made a mistake. I didn't. Go buy Amiibo Party. It's Amiibo.
I can't believe. Oh yeah, I never heard.
Party, pretty
You,
much.
GD, you're the first person I ever heard to say say Animal Crossing and Neo Party is gonna kill my wallet. No, I've never heard another human being say those words.
Like party game. I'm sorry. You not see me at Combo Breaker playing random ass games? I love to do. I like playing random games like that. And it's more board game focused, but still, I want to try it. I didn't buy it, but I'll probably go back and buy it because I just got paid yesterday. But
Mhm.
go buy me too, all of you, especially Unicott over here screaming like you're in a soundproof booth earlier.
All right.
We're so close. What's the next tournament we're gonna see you at, Nakat? You said was it?
I think it's no Qatar. Qatar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Qatar in December. I'll probably go to a little local here before that. But other than a major, Qatar should be really big, and then Genesis or whatever comes up. Honestly, you got majors popping out of nowhere, so you never know what I'll be at.
Mm-hmm. And Nakat, if you wanna post your stream and stuff in the chat, feel free. I just made you a mod, so you can do that.
Awesome.
Guys should definitely all give Nakat, our guest for today. He was an awesome guest, and hopefully we can have you again.
Definitely, man. Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. It was our pleasure. And follow him on Twitter. Follow him on Twitch. When do you stream? When can they find you?
I stream really. The times are pretty random, but I try to stream almost every day, if I can.
Awesome. And all right, we've got all the names in. Now let me. And just so you guys know, there's no foul play. I'll let you watch as I do this.
Why are you doing that? I want to ask fine.
People don't trust me.
Combo Breaker is in a Memorial Day weekend in Chicago. It's a FGC and Smash event, so make sure to go. It's coming up here. Really good event. Probably my second favorite tournament last year behind CEO, and I went to Evo.
Which one? Combo Breaker?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Combo Breaker is really strong.
Is that good?
Ran very well. Chicago's a great city to go look at stuff.
Definitely.
The food's godlike. The tournaments ran very well. It's my second favorite tournament behind CEO last year, and ahead of Evo as a tournament. So next year, Memorial Day weekend in Chicago, make it out. And that's my plug.
All right.
Okay,
So
are you going to Smash Forever? Like, what is it? Next?
Maybe, probably.
I'm gonna try to go.
What day is that?
It's like 25th or something like that. Hold on, let me pull it up right now.
Ooh, I'll be gone. Actually, I'm not going.
Yeah,
I'm going somewhere for Thanksgiving.
all right, guys. So now
25th. Yep.
you are now
Oh, they're gonna
watching.
So salty. They're gonna be. So salty.
I
Throw
got, what
everyone's name in there, and then no one goes.
you guys are seeing on the screen is me putting all the names into this thing that's going to remove any duplicates in case I accidentally entered anybody twice. And I didn't. We have 32. You got a 1 in 32 shot of getting this prize. And now we're going to find a list randomizer. Here we go. And with this, whichever name comes up first after I randomize the order, you are the winner. As you can see, there was no foul play. Here we go. Randomize. And our winner is Chespin01.
Yeah.
Chespin, you got yourself $20, aka free DLC in the future. Thank you so much, everybody who tuned into the show. And thanks for participating in our new hashtag system. We hope next week you'll be doing the same, asking your questions, participating, and tuning in. Chespin, are you in the chat?
Chespin?
If not,
Yes.
he is? Oh, he said, yo! There we go.
He's there.
Exact.
And on that note, guys, if you want to stick around, I am going to find somebody to raid. Even if you don't want to stick around with them, guys, if you don't mind, just stay for a second, say hi, maybe shoot them a follow, just make someone's day. We're going to host somebody. Besides that, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Who are you rating?
Oh, let's find out. Let's find out together. I already got the thing open, right? Twitch.tv. All right. Something Smash related. All right. I don't want somebody too well known. I've given Mr. Eric before.
Yeah, I saw Mr. Eric, but
He's too successful now.
Yeah. maybe Vinny,
Yeah, do
because
Vinny.
he's new in the streaming game. So
streaming right now?
Yeah.
yeah. Let's
Hang
support
on.
with Vinny. All right, guys, we're hosting Vinny. Join him. I'm sure you guys will have fun with him since.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
See you later, everybody.
everyone.
And thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next week, same time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, every Friday, unless we say otherwise. Make sure you follow everyone on this thing below on Twitter. Shout outs to Momentum Gaming. My tag is MMVA Bengal, Bandit789, CLG Nicat _ and Game Dragon X. Give everyone a follow. See you guys later.
All right. Thanks for having me, guys.
No, thank you for coming. Definitely.
Yeah, that's pretty hype, man.
awesome.
Thanks for coming.